He finished his high school career 182-0. That includes 48-0 this year. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
First Illinois wrestler ever to complete a career unbeaten and untied. Josh Alber of Dakota. And Josh, you know, when you started your high school career, we were still in the old weight classes. You were a 103-pounder. Did you have any idea you'd be standing here in this position today, you know, talking about an accomplishment like 182-0?
Yeah, you know, coming in, I knew I was going to be a four-time state champ. I believed in my heart, but, you know, and I told myself I don't ever want to lose, but I didn't really think about going undefeated till the end of last year, really. So I was just thinking about winning 4 titles, but, you know, this is just icing on the cake.
You, obviously, when you win one, you become a marked man for the rest of your career. How did you handle those expectations as a sophomore, junior, and a senior?
You know, pressure just builds every year. You know, higher expectations, higher goals, everything just builds. But you know, I just worked hard, and you know, I did all the right things, right lifestyle and everything else, and you know, I just kept working hard, and you know, I really thought I managed my pressure, handling pressure right, and I think that helped a lot.
What was the toughest match you had in 4 years?
You know, a lot of people are going to look at my Cortez match and, you know, probably think that is, but, you know, that's definitely one. And then, you know, Jimenez at Borak last year, Jimenez again this year in our duel. And then my freshman year, I wrestled a kid named Jeremiah Shear from Stone Valley, and that was probably my tightest match, probably closest to losing I've come, but, you know, I came through, and you know, I'm staying here today. So.
Your uncle told me about that match. Tell us what happened in that match and how you came back.
Well, first off, I think my freshman year I weighed about 105 pounds, and he, you know, my Uncle Pete bumped me up. I was wrestling 112. This kid was a monster. I was down 3-1 with about 5 seconds left in the match, and I took the kid down, sent it into overtime. You know, went through the overtime cycle. I think it was triple overtime. I ended up winning like 6-5 or something, but it was a crazy match.
And obviously just one of 182 along the way. You signed with Northern Iowa before the season back in November. Did having that out of the way take a lot of pressure off you for your senior year?
Yeah, you know, I didn't have to worry about impressing anybody or, you know, any of the business money stuff of, you know, that type of stuff. I could just worry about, you know, finishing off the year, going undefeated, you know, the training aspect of it. So it definitely helped out. Definitely made me feel more relaxed.
How'd you feel when your uncle, obviously last year, you guys entered the Borak for the first time. This year, of course, you scheduled the 3A teams in December in addition to going back to the Borak again. You know, what was everybody's reaction to that, you know, that toughening of the schedule? You know, as far as, you know, where you guys were going for those seasons.
Right. I mean, you know, some of us wrestlers were griping about it, but we knew it was the best thing for us. We knew that when the end of the year came around, we were going to be really, you know, really wrestling hard and wrestling good thanks to the experience we were gaining early in the year. And, you know, I just liked it because I didn't want to go undefeated and never wrestle any, you know, quality competitions. So, you know, I got to wrestle Cortez, Jimenez, all those guys, and, you know, so I loved it.
You obviously, in those two finals matches at the Borak, wrestled two of the most dramatic matches, really, probably in the history of regular season wrestling in Illinois. Has it sunk in yet, you know, what coming out on top of those matches means to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been all over the last 2 weeks, you know, since I won my individual state title and kind of finished that off, and you know, it's over now, but I persevered in those matches. I came through, and you know, it's all paying off now, so it's just huge relief, and it just feels great to look back and, you know, have those wins.
You had a standing ovation, of course, at the State Farm Center last week after you won your 4th title. How difficult was it to focus on those final 4 matches this week?
You know, after last week, you know, I was really relaxed. I took, you know, this week of practice was relaxed. I don't know, the pressure down here is a lot different than at Assembly Hall. And, you know, Assembly Hall can do weird things, but So that was nerve-wracking. But down here, you know, it was pretty easy to stay calm.
Last question. Obviously, lots of talk about where you stack up with the all-time greats in Illinois. Where do you think you stack up right now?
You know, I couldn't tell you. I didn't get to watch, you know, Joe Williams and Menas and all those guys, but you know, I think I wouldn't get beat up by them. That's for sure. You know, and I believe that in my heart, and I think that's what makes me different from, you know, most guys. You know, Joe Williams is a stud, but you know, I got good defense. I might be able to shut him down. I don't know, but you know, I'm not gonna place myself anywhere. But I just go into every match thinking I'm gonna win. So that's where I'd take it.
182-0 over 4 years. The 14th four-time state champion in Illinois history, Josh Alber of Dakota. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.